Alright guys, welcome back to another video. So, this is gonna be, I guess, kind of a weird video. It's gonna be a disassembly, but, I had a comment from someone saying, are you gonna do the bottom part of the m93r, my, pistol right here. This. And the reason why I didn't is because I can't get off, and you'll see once I get to it, I can't get off a certain part in here. So if you guys have any suggestions or videos to show me on how to take this off, please, because I have taken this apart more times than I can count, and I have no idea how to get it off. So please, if you can, just tell me. But you know what? If you can't, it's no big deal. But I'll go up to that. It's pretty much everything, but besides like the sear kind of part of it, like the stuff that's just right here. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into this. So, first off, this is going to be the bottom half. And what you're going to want to do is push this up like this, right there. And then flip this down. This should come forward. Pull this off. And then take out the spring just to, you know, keep it nice and, not like, you know, tight so it doesn't fly out anywhere. Alright, so now what you're going to want to do is take off this stuff. These two right here. Now this won't do too much at all. This is just kind of like just for the heck of it almost. This doesn't reveal too much. It's just kind of for grips, you know. But anyway. This is the KWA m93r, by the way, if I didn't say that in the beginning. I'll put it in the title, but this is a really fun gun to shoot, honestly. It's nice and, like, I don't know, it's very different from, like, the high cappers and stuff that I usually shoot, but there's that. You just gotta take that off. I would put these together. There we go. Alright, so there's that right there. Move the light, see if I can get a better view of that, but it's right there. You flip to the other side. Now this is the side that's more or less confusing. I'll tighten this down a little bit. But yeah, this is the side that's a little bit more confusing. There's a lot of springs and stuff in here, but there's that. There's one. So yeah, with this, I would make sure you have a ton of table space to keep a bunch of stuff like with each other and stuff, because it's gonna be very easy to, I guess, mess stuff up or something. So I'm gonna take that off, and that's what that all looks like right there. And then I'll put these back in here. Alrighty, so now what you're going to do is you're gonna take out this spring right here, and I guess I'll put my hand right there just to make sure if I let it go, it doesn't fly away. Make sure you can keep a spot for those, and then this spring right here, you just can kind of. There's that. There's the tiny one right there. So these can basically just come off almost. The little one, at least, it can. I know that. And just like that. There we go. There it is. And then that, I would put that with the spring, you know, just to make sure you don't lose it or anything, because that would be horrible. So now what you're going to do is pull the trigger forward and pull this up and off the hook right there, and then you can just kind of take it off like that, and I'll put this around near where your spring was. Just kind of keep it together, you know, everything together. But yeah, there's that. So I guess I'll just move on to this really quickly to get this away. There's going to be like a little C-clip right here that you're going to need to like pry off with like two flatheads or something. If you really want to, I would suggest not, because I still can't get it back on. But if you want to go crazy, that's what you're gonna have to do to get this off. And like I said at the beginning of the video, this is the part that I can't get off. This thing right here, I can get off all of this stuff, you know, everything else. But this thing, for some reason, I cannot get off. I don't know why. I'll tell you more about it more in the video, but yeah, I guess I'll just do this. So once you get the C-clip off, you're gonna push this pin through, see right here, then you can just kind of pull this off. There's a spring right here, so be careful of that flying, but just like that, that's fine. There, so it should come apart into these two parts. This is, so keep it over there. There's a spring inside the big one, so be careful of that. And then right here is a little bar thing. So then, after that, what you're going to want to do is unscrew this right here. It's Phillips head screw right here. You're gonna want to get a fairly big Phillips head, but what you really want to do is try to hold this silver thing forward, because when you twist this, it's gonna want to come out. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but see, I would just try to hold this down and just kind of, there we go, just like that. And there's a spring in there, so just be careful of that flying everywhere. There, it's not too much like under spring pressure, but then this will fall out right here, like that. This can come out just like that. What's on here? Gonna pull off, put those together. So here's that screw. This is going to come, this is, I'm pretty sure this is just like a screwed in there almost. If you want to unscrew it and take that off, that's fine, but it's not that big of a deal if you don't. Remember to keep them together already. And then don't forget to keep this little spring. This was going to be like right here. So there's that. So now what you can do is you can start hitting out some of the pins. So like there's like these pins all back here and stuff like that. So look at that. This is kind of a tricky part. If you have like a tiny little nail or something tiny like that, I just have this tiny little flat screwdriver, and I'll just use something to hit it with. But it's not too big of a deal what you use, just as long as it can actually fit. So there's one right there, so I guess I'll get that one out first. It's not too bad. And yeah, just like that, this thing goes whoo, like you just saw. So I would be yeah, careful of that. Well, I completely forgot about that. But yeah, this these are just the two things, so it's not any small little things, so you're okay for that. But yeah, be careful of that. This is what keeps the tension on the hammer, if you're wondering what this does. But put that there and grab your pin out of the way. Then this is going to come out of here once we pull this and the spring out. So keep these together. So then we're gonna do the one right there. There we go. Hey, nothing flew out. There's that pin. Alrighty, so now what I'm gonna do is take a very tiny flathead and unscrew this right here. Well, this thing is really a tiny flathead. Wow, I need an even smaller one, jeez. Here we go, this should be tiny enough. Yeah. This keeps this spring that's right here in. Now make sure you don't lose that, because that is really tiny. And then you can pull it up right there, you can kind of pull it up just like that and pull it out just like that. There we go. Just like that. Keep that separate. Alrighty, there we go. So now, as you can see, we still need to get this off. So what you're going to want to do for that is pull this like that, pull it up like that, and just pull it out, just like that. And then there's going to be a spring right there. So once you pull this and the safety out, just like that, keep those springs together. Now, what you're going to do is hit out this pin right here for the trigger. So just grab, you know, a little something again. This one comes out super easily, but there it is, just like that. Alrighty, I'll take this safety off, is like, I don't know if you guys saw that, but here, let me try that again. So what I did, all you do is you pull back like that, and just pull back a little bit further, and pull it out. That's all that's going to come out, and then this can pull up like that. So once you've taken out this pin, this is gonna, as you can see, like straight through right there. What you can do, this is gonna be under like spring pressure. This trigger, the spring might come out, so just kind of like put your hand over this and pull out this thing, this right here, and then you just kind of drop it out like that. So that's the trigger, this spring right here, and then this thing that was on this side of the gun. Alrighty. Alrighty, so now, what we can do, be very careful for up here, because there's a little ball and a little spring that for that, I was so, grateful. I have no idea how this happened, but I didn't realize that there was something under here, so when I turned it too much, it flew out, and it's like smaller than, it's like the size of a period. It's a small ball, and it just flew up, and I was so lucky to find the spring and the ball. But just to let you know, when we're gonna take this out, it's gonna be a tiny ball. So you might as well just get it out. So just kind of put your fingers over top of it, right there. See if you guys can see a little bit better. Right there, that tiny little ball. That one right there. But yeah, so just basically do what I did, just like that, and you'll be fine. But so with that, you're gonna take this away somewhere, and there's a little spring in there. Turn it upside down, and it's kind of, there we go. There's the spring. There's the spring there. Very tiny, very, very tiny. But and there's also gonna be one for this one too. But so what I just did, I just took out this pin that was right in here, and that hole right in there. I just kind of fiddled around with it, and this pin kind of came out, and this came off, which was right in here. And yeah, so that is pretty much as bare bones as I'm going to be able to get. Like I said, if there's any, if you know any way I can get more of this off, please tell me, because I want to, do as much for you guys, and whoever wants to, learn about it. I don't want them to come here and be like, well, crap, now I can't, now I'm, not here for what I want, but, so I'm really sorry if that's what you're here for, but, I've tried it so many times, and I just cannot get this stuff off right here. So I'll keep trying, but, I haven't been able to do it. Like I said, I'm trying to mess around with stuff, but it just hasn't been working out too well for me, at least. But if you found out how to do it, please just tell me or something. But yeah, right now I'm just kind of getting off of this right here. I just knocked out this thing. But yeah, just please put it in the comments if you know, because yeah, I fell out. But so there's that right there. This goes in here like that. But it might, if it is, it might sound like I have no idea what I'm doing. That's because I took this apart like 5 months ago, and I just got that comment, like I said in the beginning, so I really want to put this out as fast as I can. So it's not like it's not like it's the first time taking this apart. I know how to take it apart and everything, but the guy just texted me while I was in class, and I was like, dang, I gotta get home. So if it seems like that's what it is, then I'm sorry for that. I don't mean to put that on, but I don't know if you guys just saw what I did there while I was talking, but I just pushed this down and the safety comes off like that. I would recommend trying to keep these things in, this stuff, because it is so incredibly hard to get this back in. Like it's oh my gosh, it kills. But anyway, so without further ado, let's get back into this. I'm gonna try this very quickly. My SD card is running low on space, so yeah. Okay, so we're kind of nearing the end almost. Like I said at the beginning, this is the kind of part I can't take off, and I'll show you pretty much why, or the reason that I can't. I don't know why I can't, but it just doesn't want to come off almost. But anyway, right here, there's a little tiny bar that kind of goes through here all the way to that side. It's right there. But when we hit that out, this right here that's under spring pressure, that's gonna be it's gonna fly out. So I guess kind of hold that, when you're knocking this out, and make sure this thing isn't in the way. So if you get like a tiny like nail or something, I don't think this is gonna be big enough. Let's get like a little something, or like a little nail, or I guess like the tip of a screwdriver would be good for like a little bit, but it's not gonna go all the way. What you could do is tip it out, like what I just did. Tip it out. I'll try to pull it out with this, but it's probably not going to work. I just figured I'd try it. Dang it. Yeah, so I guess I'll have to get something smaller. Maybe this kind of a nail will work. I don't think it will, but you never know. Oh, yeah, that pushed a lot more through. There we go. See? So that's up a little bit more now. I can definitely grab it, and there we go. So see right there? Yep, that fell out. There we go. So this is a tiny little spring right there. And then Here's the other part that fell out. So now you just want to pull this all the way out. There we go. Just like that. And keep that together. So now this is pretty much very close to the end, because for some reason I don't know how to get this stuff out. All this back stuff. I'm incredibly sorry if that's what you came here for, but I've been trying for a very long time, and I don't know, like I said in the beginning, I just don't know how on earth to get it off. There's nothing I can do, you know what I'm saying? So, to start putting this back together, we're gonna get this, gonna put this like this, so then this part's on the top, and whack down that pin. Wow. Oh, there we go. There we go. Just like that. I'll put this back together. So you're gonna take this, you're gonna pull out this pin. Perfect. You're gonna pull this pin. This pin, all this is gonna do is go in there, but this has to go over top of it. This is gonna go like that, by the way. And then the pin's right here. This stuff right here. You're gonna put this in like that. And the tinier end is gonna go on like that. And this is gonna go on. But you're gonna kind of have to, I guess, like open that up, but that's gonna go on it like that. You can see that. Make sure this pin is down and stuff and everything is right. But so once you have this straight like that, you're gonna put the big end on the left side of the gun. So just like that. There we go. See? Like that. So if you're worried about this, I still haven't had it in. All you kind of gotta do is just push this in every now and then it kind of comes out a little bit. You just gotta push it up like that. It won't really fall off that much unless if you're like going ham on that, and even still it barely does anything. But you know, it's not too big of a deal is what I'm saying. But yeah, make sure this thing is down. This thing comes up a lot. I find that fairly often, this thing. But anyway, so there was that. Now we're gonna put back in the trigger. So how this is gonna go, it's kind of weird, but this is gonna go through the top like that. This spring is gonna push up against it like that, and then when this pin goes through, it's gonna hold it in like that, just like that. So then when you pull back, right, and then this is gonna hold on this part right, come on, shadow stuff, right there, that part right there, this part of the spring is gonna go right there. So I'll try to show you it. Alright, so that took pretty long, but right there, as you can see, I'm very sorry, but right there, as you can kind of see, that is the top part of the spring. And right there, that metal part's the bottom part, and that rod that it's up against is this. So what I did, I'll try to explain this to you, is I got some tweezers, and I got this part right here, and I pulled it back a little bit, right, just get off the wall. And then I took this, see how this has rigid edges? I kind of put it behind the spring, and then pulled it a little bit forward. So then I got this, held this around the same spot, right, trying to hold that there, the spring that you saw right there, the thing that's pointing up, that's what this is holding. Then I grabbed this piece, that bar, right there, and then I slid it behind, through the, trigger behind the spring, and then I let it go, and voila, here we are. So I really hope that explains it. I could not have videoed that. It would have just been my chin, because I had to really get my head in there to see what's happening. But if you don't understand what I said, I will feel free, please, just to put that in the comments, because I get that probably was not the best way of explaining it, but you know, that's kind of how I have to do it. But anyway, so what you're gonna want is this and this right here. This is gonna be the safety, and you're gonna put it like this right over here and put it into that slot right there. Sorry, this is pretty bad at focusing, but it's right there, and then this right there is gonna go right there. There we go. There we go. See how that's right there, and then you're just gonna slide it right there. See, so that was the bottom part of that angled spring, so it's just kind of right there. That spins around, then it's up against that. So that's pretty easy. And then, so, I guess, you know what, we'll put this in first. We'll put this in, that little ball and spring, remember that? So grab the spring, right, and then drop it right in there, and then grab the ball. Ooh. Yeah, make sure don't drop it. It is very easy to drop, but just like that. Here's the ball, and then you're gonna want to hold it like that, kind of push it down almost. There we go, and then don't go the other way. There we go, and just kind of leave it like that. Don't bump that, because that will suck. Your fire selector is going to be completely wonky. But so now I guess let's put this in. So this is gonna go like this, right in there, and right down there you can see there's the hammer thing. That's gonna go right in there, right there. So honestly, you can just kind of slide it in like that. There we go, just like that. And then you can just put this through this middle one right there. Oh, I'm trying to show you guys. Make a bigger table. You can just, I'm gonna get something that's better. There we go. Alrighty. So make sure this is fairly flat and fairly in there, because you're gonna need to put this back on it. But anyway, so what we can do is now put this this part together. So this is also gonna be pretty hard to video, but I'll see if I can do it. So we're gonna grab this right here. This is gonna be in it just like that there, and we're gonna grab this spring, so it's gonna go on it like this right here. You guys need to be able to see this, but essentially like that, pretty much. And this part is going to lay right in here. So what I find is easiest is to grab the pin, put it through right there, just get it just on the edge, get the spring, put it right there, get the pin through. We don't want it all the way through. Ooh. There we go. See, it's just on the edge. So now what you can do is take this. Make sure you don't let go of this, because that would really suck. But, no. And then I drop it. Where did I put my tweezers? Here we go. Nope. You can grab right there, and then there we go. Yes. Alrighty, and then you can just kind of tap this back in, and that's what it should look like in the end. There, the metal part that was hanging off of it is right in that slit right there. Maybe there's grease on the screen. This is very... But, yep. It look like, make sure everything's flat and stuff. So, now, we can put, take away the tape, we can put this part back together. This is, fairly straightforward. Put this on like that. And this is going to go there we go. This is going to go like that, pretty much. Then there's this. This part is going to go right top of here. I'm sorry if this is hard to see. I'll show you all once it's almost ready in a sense. But you grab your screw. Like I said, I'm really trying to hurry this along so that I can get it out to you guys before my battery runs out. That's why I'm trying to get, that's why I'm almost hurrying stuff, but, yeah. I'm sorry if that's, annoying, but if you guys do have any questions, or you want me to clarify something, or something like that, just tell me, please. I will be more than happy to. My battery's just dying. But, here we go. There we go. So, see, you guys for a closer look, just like that. So the part of the spring that doesn't have it like curved after it goes down, that's what you put down in here, and it's also the shorter end of the spring. Then right over here, you put the spring just right there, and it'll kind of hook on that. And yeah, so pretty much if you can do this, right, if you can do that, then you're fine, just like that, you're fine. But if that's sort of tight, and then voila, you're pretty good. So now we're gonna put in the spring that was here, which is this. So this, there's a slit right in between here that you put this in here. So you want to find the end of it, and then just kind of push it in just like that. There you go. And then you're gonna push this, pull this down, and put it right on a slit. You can see that right there on this part, right there. So let me see if I can do it with you guys being able to see it. Dang it. Dang it. There we go, just like that. See how it's in that thing right there? And then you're gonna take the very, very tiny flathead and screw it into there, or right here. I don't know where the heck I was pointing, but screw it into that. There we go. This doesn't need to be too tight, but you know. Well, extra hardness won't do any bad. But alright, so now we're gonna put in the safety. Right there. This is probably the easiest part. Right here. See this? The spring is gonna go on the right side, and the bar is gonna go through the left side. Just like that. So if you press it, it kind of like springs back. And then you're gonna press it down, flip it over, put this through like that, just kind of pull it up and let it go, and it's on perfectly fine. So what we are going to do now is put in this pin that goes right there. There's that. Flip back over to this side. We're gonna install this stuff right here. And this stuff is very easy. So, I'm gonna grab this. This hook is gonna go on this hook. Not that, but that right here. Just like that. And then this goes on like that. So, there we go. See? And then we just put the, we can push this forward a little bit. Just so it's up like that. And then we can put our spring, and voila. There it is, just like that. Now, we put on the tiny one. Which is right here. This, you just put it like that. It kind of looks like a chicken, to me, at least. I don't really know. But, yeah. So, just like that. And then I'm going to put the spring. Just like that. And there you go. There is the chicken. Alrighty. So now we're going to put this stuff in. It should look like that. You're just going to put this up and then make sure to line this hole with that hole. Just kind of keep it like that. There we go. Alrighty. So for this safety, or this mag release, is extremely hard to get in. Like, I will tell you right now, it is a killer. That's why I say I would try not to get this part out. It's the worst thing in the world. You just have to try around for like so long until it just finally pops in. What you need to do is hold these two together, and so then it slides in and then fits in and then expands. It is the weirdest thing. I'll finish putting this back together, but I don't think I'll be able to get this on because I'm at 21% with 6 pieces of storage left, so, or 6 minutes of storage left, so but just go on trying out with this. You can put everything back on and it won't really affect this going in, so I'm gonna do that now. And then yeah, I'm very sorry if you know how a technique, please tell me. But yeah, anyway, so you're gonna kind of put that, you're gonna kind of mess around with it a little bit, or just like that. There we go. And then going to grab a flathead and just kind of there we go. Then put this one down here. There we go. And now on this side I would suggest when you're trying to put this in, leave it open for more, you know, finger room and stuff. But just for sake of putting it back together, I'm gonna put this back on. Just like that. Make sure there's nothing like sticking up or anything. And if it is, just kind of take it off and, you know, flatten everything down. This part right here is sticking up a little high, but just kind of, there we go. So yeah, you just kind of put that on. So, yeah, I'm just gonna do the outro right now because I have 4 minutes left. But, yeah, anyway, if you guys, if you like this, please, like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, please put them down. Like I said, I literally got home from school, changed, and then started this video because a guy wanted, me to take apart the bottom of this. So, if you have any questions, please just, put it in the comments. I'll link part 1, which is the top disassembly for this part. But yeah, this is that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm very sorry about all the stuff I didn't go over, especially that part. And for getting the slide back on, you can just like push that down. It's annoying, but and there we go. That's it. And there we go. Yeah, and like I said, this gun is super fun to shoot. I really like it, but why I never use it because I have HPA stuff, and this is green gas, and I can't really use a 5.1 high kappa mag and a m93r. But yeah, like I said, I'm very sorry about this, and this part, please, if you do know how to get this off and stuff, please put it in the comments or give me a video or just something, or any thoughts. Even just, have you tried this, or I saw this might be able to come off. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed. Please tell me if there's anything I could have done better. I get that, you know, this really sucks. I'm telling you, just gotta, don't give up. Try a bunch of different stuff that you might be able to do. But yeah, and to whoever the guy was that asked this question, please let me know if this was helpful or I didn't go over something that you wanted me to go over.